Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another Destiny video. The weekly reset has once again just gone live, and as always, I'm here to bring you the lowdown. There's a lot going on this week, so let's get started. First up, the weekly strikes. Your heroic this week is the Will of Crota, and it carries the Brawler modifier, which greatly increases Guardian melee damage. And your Nightfall is Winter's Run, with a double burn this week, Arc and Solar, as well as the Small Arms modifier, so primary weapon damage is favoured. Then moving on from there, the Prison of Elders. The level 32 and 34 versions have once again rotated, which means you get some new challenges this week. Your level 32 prison is Quadron, so for those of you that had trouble with him last week on level 34, then he should be a little bit easier this time around, and you can use this as practice. If however you are still having trouble, then I do have a video on the channel showing you 2 different ways you can defeat Quadron, so be sure to check that one out if he is still giving you some grief. And your level 34 prison is Machine Wrath. Archon servants have raised their own corrupted servitor god, Calyx Reborn. Defeat it and be rewarded. And while we haven't fought this as an actual final boss just yet, if it is anything like the servitor battles we've seen so far in the prison, then it should be a walk in the park. However, that being said, given that it is a final boss in the level 34 version, do keep your eyes peeled, because I'm sure there's some sort of shady mechanic in there to mix things up and make it a little bit more difficult. As for Skolas, he's still there, and once I find out what burn he has this week, I'll drop a note in the description box down below and put an annotation on screen. Then if we quickly jump over to the reef, we can take a look at what the vendors have for us this week. First up, from Petrovenge, we have the following bounties, some of which are new and some of which you've seen before. The old ones I've already got videos on the channel about, so if you do have trouble finding the targets, then check them out. And the new ones I'll have videos up later today. Then, if we move over to Arekkz, firstly he is selling the helmet this week, which is kind of awesome. It's awesome because I haven't got the helmet and it will now complete my collection. It's not quite so awesome because it does have a massive strength roll, so when it comes to actually trying to balance out your stats, it's probably not going to be that great. But that being said, at least I can now complete my collection. And then to the side of that, you also have the Pulse Rifle this week, Aegis of Kel. The perks on this one are Rangefinder, aiming this weapon increases its effective range, and also Shank Burn. This weapon deals moderate bonus damage to fallen shanks. Obviously this is the non-elemental version, and if you do get this as a drop from Skolas, you can get the elemental version, but that is what Arekkz is selling this week. And then lastly, Brother Vance. Just like last week, his stock won't actually refresh till around 6 PM today, so I can't show you just yet what he's got for sale, but if I had to hazard a guess, based on the fact that he sold the chest and the legs, I'd say arms this week, but obviously that's just a guess. Then finally, the big thing this week, Iron Banner is back. It starts today from around 6 PM BST. So again, it won't be live just yet, but will be in about 7 hours, depending on when you're watching this video. This week, Lord Saladin is said to be selling fusion rifles and scout rifles, as well as boots and gauntlets. And while we have yet to see the gear itself, we know that with the House of Wolves comes a new set of Iron Banner gear, which I like to call Season 2 gear. So if this is indeed the case today, then you're going to need to start your collection again, if you want to. But that, my friends, is it. That is your weekly reset, and those are all the changes this week. Hopefully you found this helpful, and thanks again for watching. Take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.